Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the SCA Cricket Show. I'm your host Shazad Haq. Well, I'm at the Kallang Cricket Ground, which was the venue for the final of the World Cricket League Division 5 final between Singapore and Malaysia. A fantastic win for our national team and a hearty congratulations to them. Good luck for Division 4. This episode will look back at the journey the Singapore team took to get to that final. Well, the hosts were very confident going in, and this is how it all started.
So I am keeping near about 6 top batsmen, then 4 top bowlers, and then 1 all-rounder. It is very nice that we have Trevor Chappell, and we are learning from him a lot, and we are looking forward that whatever he is guiding us, we can apply on the matches tomorrow.
So Singapore's plan was to keep it simple, play good cricket and take it a day at a time in the week-long tournament. They kicked off their World Cricket League campaign against the Cayman Islands on February the 18th at the Kallang Cricket Ground. The hosts won the toss and batted first, and their top order got the team off to a good start, with the first 4 batsmen all getting great starts. Opener Chetan Suryawanshi top scored for Singapore with 42 off 43 balls. And it was Singapore's 3rd wicket 46-run partnership between Boudica Mendes and Anish Param that saw them pass the 100-run mark with ease. But the weather interrupted play as Singapore's innings were cut to 34 overs due to rain, the home side finishing on 141 for 3. The revised target for the Cayman Islands was 203 in 32 overs, but with a 5-man bowling attack, Singapore took out the top order in the first 20 overs. Dharmichan Mulewa taking 3 for 12 in just 5 overs, reducing them to 58 for 6. Before Conroy Wright's quick-fire 46 restored some stability in Cayman Islands' innings. He took them past 100 but kept losing partners. The Cayman Islands were restricted to 122 for 8 in their 32 overs. Singapore got off to a winning start in the tournament, and man of the match Suryawanshi said while the team were confident of more wins, they plan to take it one game at a time.
I think it's very important to get going at the start so the momentum gets your way and things fall into place while the tournament is on. We are a very good side and we have beaten a lot of good sides in all over the world. So we are confident to win this tournament and we are taking just match by match at the moment.
Before the tournament, Singapore targeted Guernsey and Malaysia as 2 of their biggest rivals for the title. So when they faced Guernsey on day 2, they knew that nothing less than a win would do to keep their title hopes alive. The hosts batted first after winning the toss and lost the wicket of Chaminda Kumarage early on. But Chetan Suryawanshi and Boudica Mendes responded immediately with an 88-run stand to stabilise the innings. Mendes played a patient 77, sharing another important partnership with Anish Param to take Singapore past 150. But Guernsey's bowlers fought back and brought about a dramatic late collapse, Singapore losing their last 6 wickets for 32 runs and dismissed for 223 in 50 overs. Once again, Singapore's bowlers came out all guns blazing, and after Amjad Mehboob dismissed Ross Neller in the 4th over, Guernsey's top order fell apart. The visitors in trouble at 67 for 4. Jeremy Frith provided the only resistance with his hard-fought 76, as only 2 other batsmen got into double figures. Razak and Sadkan Janjua took 3 wickets apiece as Guernsey were bowled out for 145 in 44 overs. Singapore winning by a comfortable 78 runs. Saad awarded man of the match for his 3 for 23. And the skipper had his eyes set on their next target, Malaysia.
You see, after winning 2 games, definitely we have very good atmosphere in the pavilion, and I strongly believe that our boys they are in good form, and they are looking forward to play for the next game. You see, Malaysia, we are playing with the Malaysian players from last 5-6 years, and we do understand what strong points they have or what strong side we have, and we both countries, we know each other, you know how to handle this, and as I said that I want to keep things very simple, and I believe on bowlers ball, dot ball, and batsmen play one ball, so I will keep going like this.
Coming up, a big test for Singapore as they played Malaysia, their arch rivals and fellow title contenders, midway through the tournament. Welcome back to the SCA Cricket Show. Singapore had 2 wins out of 2 going into the match against Malaysia, who were also on a similar winning streak. This was a chance for both teams to declare their supremacy in Division 5. So, having beaten rivals Guernsey, Singapore turned their focus on their next big competitor, Malaysia, looking to continue their 100% win streak in this tournament. The Malaysians won the toss and chose to bat first at Kallang, and the openers immediately took control of the innings, Rakesh Madhavan and Shafiq Sharif brushing aside the Singapore bowlers to put on a 77-run stand. Shafiq unlucky to get out on 48, but Madhavan kept the scoreboard ticking with his unbeaten 77. But the rest of the Malaysian batting lineup failed to measure up. The next highest score was just 13. A combined effort from Singapore's bowlers saw Malaysia all out for 184 in 49 overs. Chetan Suryawanshi and Anish Param led Singapore's chase after they lost 2 wickets early in the innings. Suryawanshi's 46 and Param's 42 saw Singapore safely across the 100-run mark. But wickets continued to fall at regular intervals, and Singapore were in trouble at 117 for 5 in 30 overs when rain interrupted play. The target was reduced to 161 from 39 overs, but Malaysian bowler Suhail Fetri's fantastic spell of 3 wickets in 3 of the final 9 overs induced a massive collapse on the Singapore end, the home team losing a total of 5 wickets for just 4 runs and falling 27 runs short of their target. Singapore's first loss of the tournament, and captain Saad Khan Janjua admitted the blame lay completely with his team.
It was a very poor performance, and that total what we were chasing, that was not a big total on this kind of flat track, and we lose couple of wickets on early stage, silly shots, and what I understand that bowlers, they did not bowl them. Our batsmen, they throw wickets. You see, we are still in tournament. We have 2 games against Bahrain and Argentina, and I hope that we can catch up in that games. We are still in tournament.
So with Malaysia still on a perfect 3 wins out of 3 record and Guernsey hot on their trail, Singapore desperately needed to bounce back from their loss in the game against Bahrain at the Padang. And having not played at the venue before, they also had to deal with an unfamiliar wicket. Batsmen Chaminda Kumarage and Anish Param played the central roles as Singapore won the toss and opted to bat. After losing a couple of early wickets, both men steadied the innings with gritty half-centuries. Kumarage going on to top score with 69. And the effort would be enough to see Singapore push past 200, finishing their 50 overs on 205 for 8. Bahrain's reply fell off course when they lost 3 wickets for 45 runs in just 12 overs. Singapore's Shoaib Razak and Saad Khan Janjua took 4 wickets each to keep the momentum on their side. Bahrain's Adil Hanif was the only batsman to provide some resistance with his 57 off 76 balls, and while that saw the visitors hit the 100-run mark, it was all a little too late. Bahrain all out for 103, Singapore returned to winning ways in style with a 103-run win. Man of the match, Chaminda Kumarage, happy to see his side back in contention.
Yesterday actually we had a bad game, guys was disappointed. So today we came to the game strongly. We wanted to win this match, as well as the next match. So one more to go. So we need to win. So to be in the first two.
Singapore's final match of the group game was against Argentina at the Padang. A win here and Singapore were guaranteed promotion into Division 4 and a place in the final. With so much at stake, Singapore's batsmen were tasked with setting up a daunting target after winning the toss and choosing to bat. Chaminda Kumarage and Kshitij Shinde went about fulfilling that task with steady half-centuries. Kshitij going on to top score with 73. And unlike previous matches, the lower order also made some useful contributions, with 4 of the last 5 batsmen hitting double figures. And that helped Singapore get their biggest score of the tournament so far, ending the innings on 239 for 8. Argentina never got a look in. Singapore's bowlers as determined as their batsmen to make it a win to remember. Shoaib Razak dismantled the top order as the Argentinians were reduced to 41 for 4 within 15 overs. Razak went on to take a total of 4 wickets as the visitors were skittled out for 93 in the 31st over. Singapore clinched a whopping 146-run win and secured their spot in the final. The result also saw them take top spot in the group standings. Malaysia dropped to second after losing to Bahrain on the final group match day. Both teams, though, promoted to Division 4.
The wickets playing pretty well, and the key was to play straight and play down the ground. That's what I did, and I think it worked right. Yes, we definitely have to come back very strong, and we've lost the game with them previously, but I'm sure the boys are up for it, and definitely come back and beat them.
Time for a quick break, but don't go anywhere. It's the big one, the final of the World Cricket League Division 5 tournament between Singapore and Malaysia. Welcome back to the show. Both Singapore and Malaysia were promoted to Division 4 of the World Cricket League. That was after finishing first and second in the Division 5 tournament. But there was still the small matter of being crowned champions of Division 5, and that was to be played out in a final. Plenty of pride at stake for this match. So, having secured promotion to Division 4, Singapore and Malaysia battled it out for the title of tournament champions in the final at Kallang on Saturday the 25th of February. Singapore were also looking to make amends for the loss to their neighbours in the group stage. Malaysia won the toss and opted to bat. Opener Rakesh Madhavan seemed to be the only player able to withstand the Singapore bowling attack of Chris Yannick, Dharmajam Malewa, Abhiraj Singh and Shoaib Razak, as his teammates provided little resistance. Spinner Abhiraj gave Singapore the perfect start by getting dangerman Shafiq Sharif for 4. The visitors struggled against Yannick's leg break bowling. And after Madhavan's departure for 48, the middle order collapsed. Suhan Algaratnam, Ahmed Faiz and Anwar Arudin all falling within a space of 6 overs. Hassan Ghulam resisted at 33 at number 10, but it came a little too late. Malaysia lost their last 9 wickets for only 85 runs and were all out for 159. In their reply, Singapore looked confident of chasing down the target, and they had hoped to do so without losing a wicket. But it didn't turn out so when Chetan Suryawanshi fell for 23 to Esrafiq Aziz. With 46 runs already off the total at that point, the always consistent Chaminda Ruwan and Anish Param stepped up to the plate. And the crowd were not disappointed as Chaminda smashed his way to 91 not out in an innings that included 14 boundaries and 1 6. Playing the support role after Suryawanshi's departure, Anish Param patiently struck 1s, 2s and occasional boundaries to guide Singapore to an easy win with his 44 not out. The duo shared an unbeaten stand of 118 as Singapore romped to a 9-wicket win in just 26.4 overs to be crowned champions of the World Cricket League Division 5 tournament.
Very happy. I think we deserved it way earlier, but we got it now. It's never, I think we are very high and don't know how to celebrate it.
There's no revenge, you know, it's a game. So we lost in league match and we won in final. So it is a give and take. So we are okay.
It's a great team effort. Boys really played well. The conditions suit us. The supporters have always been there for us, winning all the matches. And thanks to all our supporters.
It's always good to contribute to the team. And yeah, I mean, wickets were shared around, catches were taken, so yeah, it doesn't matter who takes the wickets on the day. So.
I think from the beginning, I think we won the toss. Obviously, we were batted first, and but carry goes to Singapore. They bowled pretty well. They bowled very well at the beginning and really put some pressure on us. But I thought we batted badly, and when the batsman got started and just kept the wickets away, and that really kept a lot of pressure on the next batsman. And I think 160 never enough in this wicket.
Chaminda Kumarage's fireworks on the pitch earned him the Man of the Match award. He was also the second highest run scorer in the tournament with 243 runs in total. The other results saw Cayman Islands and Guernsey keep their place in Division 5, while Argentina and Bahrain were relegated to Division 6, despite Bahrain's Adil Hanif winning Man of the tournament. So Singapore lifted the World Cricket League Division 5 trophy, beating neighbours Malaysia by 9 wickets in the final. Both teams have been promoted to Division 4 and will join Nepal, Tanzania, Denmark and the United States of America in the division to be played later this year.
It was actually amazing, you know, winning a final here, especially in the home crowd. So yeah, the overall, you know, the players did really well right throughout the tournament, and you know, all credit should go to the whole team. And you know, they played really well, really good cricket. We bowled well, we batted well. That's why we won the final.
And you got 91 today. Are you a little bit disappointed you didn't get the century, or does it not matter to you at all?
Honestly, I didn't know that I was in 90s, so and I just want to finish off the match as soon as possible. So.
And now you've got to look forward to Division 4. You must be very excited about that.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's really important tournament for us. You know, getting to the. You know, we just wanted to do. You know, we want to go to this tournament, and you know, to be in the top 2 as well. You know, it's going to be a lot of hard work. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Coming up, more jubilant scenes from the Singapore camp, and we say goodbye to coach Trevor Chappell at the end of his stint with the Singapore national team. Welcome back to the show. So, Singapore crowned champions of the World Cricket League Division 5 tournament. Not only was it a success on the field, but also from an organisational point of view. The SCA had been working on the tournament for many months, and they felt hosting this competition was a great success for Singapore.
Well, I'm grinning from year to year. You know, we are overjoyed that Singapore's won this tournament. We move on to Division 4. I'm confident that the players will do well in that. I think in this tournament, Singapore has shown that it's played one level above what we normally expect of that team. So Division 4, here we come, and we are eyeing the World Cup.
I think we should take credit on all aspects that we have done well, because it's not only that we won the tournament. The fact that the tournament was so successful, it goes to a lot of factors which were like the complete organizing committee, right from the top bosses, the executive committee, the CEO, the staff of SCA. They played a huge role behind. We don't have, like other test playing countries, a huge staff to work on these things. We are very, very short staffed, and I think we did a fantastic job, if we can take credit for that.
Happy, more than happy, relieved that both it went off well from the organizational point of view as well as from the team winning it. It's been fantastic, and the boys have made us all proud. Great moment. I think we should take it as a start, the bottom part of the ladder. Now we are going up. We have many more tournaments to come, and I think we should take this as a stepping stone and try and achieve what we want to do.
So Trevor Chappell ends his short-term stint as Singapore coach after that big win in the final. It's been a fantastic record for Chappell. That's 11 wins out of 12 in World Cricket League, and he's also helped the team to 2 promotions in that time. I had a chance to talk to Trevor about his most recent journey with Team Singapore. Trevor, well done. You must be really pleased once again for Singapore.
Yeah, the boys have done particularly well, and no more so than today's game. The emphatic way they won that was very pleasing, particularly after having been beaten by Malaysia earlier in the week.
What did you say to the guys to gee them up for the final, especially given that they'd lost to Malaysia, as you said?
Nothing more than what I was saying every other day. It just seemed to work better today. Obviously, they were very motivated to win, particularly after what had happened the other day when really we should have won that game as well. We had control of it a number of different times and let it slip away. So obviously that motivated them, and it was pretty much a team thing. I had a few things to say. Saad had a few things to say. Other senior players had a few things to say. Not just today, but probably particularly since the loss to Malaysia, and the way the team's turned it around in the last couple of games, and particularly today, has been terrific.
What has particularly pleased you over these past week or so?
As much as anything, the way they finished it off today. I was a bit worried when Chetan threw his wicket away, when we were totally in control, that he might have a few partners do the same thing, but Chaminda and Anish got their heads down and got it to a position where the Malaysians conceded that they had no chance, and then finished it off very quickly after that. So in that aspect, it's been pleasing. It's been a little while coming, that sort of thing. We've every game got into good positions and then relaxed a bit. And that's the thing you find with cricketers at this sort of level, that they, and in this sort of temperature as well, which obviously goes a long way to explaining it. It's very damned hot out there, and you can understand that they're hopeful that we'll get off pretty soon, but you've just got to keep plugging away. And today the bowling, there was only one little period where we went off the boil a bit in the field. Shoaib has bowled absolutely magnificently all week, and all the bowlers really have chipped in, but he's been, for me, the man of the series anyway.
You've got a phenomenal record in World Cricket Leagues, 11 wins out of 12. What's going to happen next? You're going to come back for Division 4?
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens when the actual timing of the tournament is, and whether it fits into other things that I'm doing. But certainly, obviously, there's no reason not to come back, I would think.
Right, well done very much. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, that's it from us here on the SCA Cricket Show. We hope you enjoyed it, and a big congratulations to Team Singapore for their fantastic win. Well, as usual, you can always give us your feedback to the email at the bottom of your screen. We'll be back for the next edition with more on the domestic cricket scene here in Singapore. Until then, it's bye for now.